Along the long stretch between Galway and Callamore Abbey I ride atop an asphalt vein. My heart pounds against the earth, chugging like an engine, a mantra. Land, time, and light are her sacraments, she whose cardinal voice directs my compass toward the only place left I can say I belong, where we both belong. In the light of the morning, the distant Connemara spreads wide and deep as I drive, revealing layer after layer of valleys and rises. Its low mountains are like soft hay slashed with ribbons of red and yellow, like the hem of a dress grown faded under the fist of undying rain and laid unworn, an inscription of drained youth. Autumn is taking hold earlier up here, under the wind of the west, blooming in defiance before the slow descent into frost. It wasn't like this when we came. It was spring then, those years ago, airy and blue, the ground tan and green, all of it bright and filled by the sun. But it's close enough now. The field, I can feel it. The land is familiar enough for me to find her. I travel by sight and instinct only, backtracking in memory, retracing the details, left, right, left again, then follow the loop out toward the coast, north and around. I let myself remember. I see the map I once held, watch my finger trace it while she steers with one knee in one hand and a block of red cheddar in the other. I am being careful, she insisted, laughing through crumbs. It's so good. Here, take it, take it. Why wait? Let's just enjoy ourselves. We're not going to be back for a while. No, love, we aren't. At a tiny intersection, I see the sign and the wooden building I remember. A small, single-story shack right off the road, hidden under trees. I pull into the gravel patch and face dusty windows peering into an empty interior. Closed. Abandoned long ago by the look of it. I step out of the car and shut the door. I hear the crunch of the gravel and feel her hand slip into mine, see her smile at me through the mist. The creak of the steps leading through the door with a dingling bell. The rows of crosses lining the windows, the wall. She holds up two of them. Which one? The metal one or the, what is this, hay? Straw? It's pewter. No, it's not. No, the first one. Oh, I don't like that one. The straw one will break too easily, though. We have to pack it really well. Oh, that's easy. I'll just wrap it in one of my bras. Use the padding, see? She lifts a thumb and forefinger to demonstrate thickness. What, your bras? You need one for the flight, at least. You only brought two, right? She stares at me like I'm the stupidest thing in creation. You thought I was serious? They have packing paper, that stuff you use to pack. I'm sure of it. Besides, it'll only break if we aren't gentle. It's up to us to keep it safe. They wouldn't let her hang the cross above the door to her room. I explained I didn't have to use a nail, but it didn't matter. It couldn't go above her bed on the wall either. Some people might get offended. Offended? You have a priest or whatever bothering my wife every day just because she was raised Catholic, and you think people will get offended at this? We're sorry, sir. It's not allowed. I keep leaning it on the windowsill and it keeps falling over. It's okay, honey. Leave it. But you want it here. Those fucking doctors. Forget it, baby. Just come here. They left her room in a shoebox, along with the rest of her things. The shoebox is still on the nightstand next to our bed. I haven't taken the thing out of it. It's catching the light that she isn't, cast along our sheets from a window we call our favorite. In the empty parking lot in front of the empty shack, I drop it to the ground, and for the first time since arriving, weep until there's nothing left. What was once ours is now gone, and what is only a path of steps that poison with the beauty of memory. I drive straight past the Abbey. I don't pull in, I don't slow down, I don't even glance. It's a landmark now, only that. My head and heart are empty, with the tears, with the rain, and nothing is left. Nightfall has swallowed the air and blackened the stars. The sky gasps and chokes and spews its mist like the shudders of a consumptive cough. The wheels of the car grip and lose the road, grip and lose the patina of loose scree and sliding fluids. The brittle cones of the headlights jitter through the blur of the windshield wipers' tick-tocks and try in vain to point the way. It is close now. The field. On Ramsha. That spot of ours to where we went. Past the abbey and out beyond the hills. To where we stayed. To the furthest point. To where we end. She is real there. In the place we call ours. Blackened beneath the dust of the stars. Through the drowned streets of Sligo and along the enwaved coast, through the darkened fragments of Castlebar and Swinford, straight through to country Leitrim in the north, where the mountains recede and the land opens up like a throat, ready to receive, where light cuts through our apartment along the bay, except in a place without pain, where the vision of our life has no room for loss, where in the space of a single field of green we live our future unstained, and in the time to come carry that field inside like a wish unuttered, kept whole and unseamed, made untouchable by the very grief that has burned it from the earth and shown it untrue. The road curves and I move to break. Something catches, a shoelace, the edge of a sole, a trivial thing. My foot sticks. I panic and start to kick. I can't move my legs. I peer into the brick of blackness. Where are the headlights? The car keeps moving. I cry out. My hand fumbles at the wheel. My body refuses my commands. Just a moment. All it takes. The body, a machine, the tires squeal, and the car keeps moving. It leaves the curb. Just an instant. Explosions of glass and the shear of metal twisting. A terrible ripping. In the moment before I black out, I cry for her and for the place of oblivion that knows neither terror nor shadow, nor the dreams of a future that bring them both to me. I wake up to a blizzard of water. And artillery batters the roof and hammers the ground, and within it is the most perfect silence I can hear. Quiet, like the night is black, empty, like the space between the creak and the crackle and the shuffle of my clothes. The seatbelt throttles my waist, the airbag didn't pop, fluid fills my palm, I don't know from what. The redness in the night, the stench of burning, something half metal, half flesh, cracks in my sight, cracks in the glass, cracks in the rain. I struggle with the door and jerk on the handle. It swings wide and I plunge into the downpour and the mud like a dropped newborn. I stagger upright, unsticking myself, lurching like a vision of the first man howling through the pain of consciousness. Behind me I hear the whisking of the tires at the edge of the road, the rocking spin. The car is stuck like a cyst. The engine smokes under crumpled metal. Mud and slick streaks, thick along the ground and caked across my palms, ruddied by a fluid thicker than water. It is spilling, spilling my inner lamb, my life and heat returning to earth, from me to the ground, to make me one with the clay. Blood-softened earth, remember your toll. The ancient bargain, older than the land, even the land of Ireland, gleaned by the pre-Christians and etched into the memory of sky. I peer out and into the darkness. The road winds to the side and snakes away. The hills are more head-on, the land more even than down south. But peaks strike skyward here and there. I recognize the contours, even under the curtain moon and the rain. Kinlough. I made it. I can find the direction. I can cut across from where I am, on to the end, through the rises and the lows. I can walk past mountains unseen and unseeing, like a shadow under a sunless sky. My jacket flaps and I tighten my grip. The frozen night carves into my lungs, my neck. Keep your chest warm, dear. But the tingle of soft fingers doesn't come. The slow glide down my cheek is lost to me. She isn't here, that's why. She's out there, one with the land at the intersection of realms. Like Samhain. Nothing has changed. I can go to her if I want. It's okay. That's right. Just walk. Easier than anything. Just walk. Just remember. Have to remember. Easy as that. The field is where I want it to be. That's right. Dawn is rising. There's nothing left except to move. No choice but to go on. This is all I've ever wanted. I know that now. This is the only destiny I ever made. The only outcome I saw in the pinch of the ivy. the chill of hard light laid flat upon linoleum, and a bed left empty of life. To be with her, side by side, and find warmth under a sky paler than ashfall.